Okay, clicking. What is more important? Day one journey, episode 938. Day one journey. Almost 60 videos till 1,000. And today I want to answer a friend's question. What is more important, the day-to-day or the bigger picture? We talked about it yesterday. It's an interesting question. To be honest, I never actually asked myself this question. So we had quite an interesting conversation yesterday. So, where do I start? What is more important? Okay, one angle. It can be pretty interesting. I didn't mention that to my friend yet, but I'll do it right now. Sometimes we ask ourselves, what are your big, what are your goals? Yeah. And like, what are your dreams? Yes. So we have this question. This is sort of relates to the bigger picture. It relates. It's not exactly the same, but it relates. Yeah. What are your dreams in the long term? Sort of the bigger picture. And I found a better question to ask myself. Not just what are my dreams. What are my life dreams? But I ask myself, and I ask myself in the present, what would an ordinary day look like in my dream life? I sort of put them together. The everyday life with the dream, with the bigger picture. So I'm thinking about my dream life, and I ask myself, what would an ordinary day, just a day, would look like in my dream life? So, in a sense, this is my answer to the question. What is more important? Both are important. Both are important. There's things day to day that are not that important, but some things day to day are important because they affect the bigger picture. For me, it's about the question of what's important. Overall, not necessarily if it's a short term or long term. Because there are things that we do every day that they end up impacting all our lives. And of course the long term. So, for me, this is not the bigger picture. What's more important, the day-to-day or the bigger picture? Both are very important. Both are very important. Now, when I understand what's important to me and what's less important to me, I can just ignore what's less important to me. It can have an impact on the bigger picture. It can have an impact on the day-to-day, but if it's not important to me, it's not important to me. And we have habits. Habits start with what we do every single day. And when we do them long enough, they, of course, become a habit. This is what they are. They are habits. But then they actually change our lives in the long run. So what we do every day impacts the bigger picture. So I'm not separating this. Let's say, when I think about something that is important to me in my life, let's say my health, which is my nutrition, me working out, taking care of myself, sleep, water, etc. So there's the bigger picture. I envision myself being 40, 50 years from now, having my health, having energy, playing with my grandchildren. This is the bigger picture. And there's also day-to-day things that impact that. me working out, me developing good eating habits, not falling back into bad habits, working on my mobility, not just strength. So the day-to-day is when I think about the things that are important to me in my life, my priorities also things like health and nutrition, etc. They exist in the bigger picture, and they also exist in the day-to-day. If I want to take care of them in the bigger picture, in the long term, I need to take care of them every single day. This is life. What we do every day becomes what we do all the time, because who we become. So for me, it's just a different angle, a different perspective about looking at the things that are important to me in my life. So what is more important, the day-to-day or the bigger picture? What's important is what's important. We need to understand what's important to us overall. And then we need to do, we want to do, yeah? In order to get where we want to be, to pursue the things that are most important to us, we need to do what we need to do every day to get there, to the bigger picture. It's both. It is both. Some things are just less important, and it's important to understand what is less important. So I guess this is it. Maybe tomorrow I'll share with you some more ideas about it. Right now, super tired. And have a good day, day one. See you tomorrow.